about algebra, more specifically, graphing the different forms of linear equations, and also converting different forms of linear equations. By the way, you're going to be hearing another voice in this video. Say hi.
Hey guys.
And he's my friend. He's been helping me edit the videos and research for the videos. So we decided that since we want our videos to be a lot more relaxed, we decided that we'll have him talk in the videos as well, where it'll sound more natural, and I think it'll make it more enjoyable for us to make videos and more enjoyable for you guys to watch them. Anyway, let's get on with the video.
Alright, so guys, as we said in our past videos, there are three major forms of linear equations. One of those forms being standard form. So the two ways to graph standard form equations are to, one, use the x and y intercepts and to convert to slope-intercept form.
And to convert into slope-intercept form.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We're recording a video, it still has to be professional. And converting to slope-intercept. Slope-intercept. Alright. So, we're going to go over x and y intercepts. So, we used this as an example in the last video. Maybe it was 3x plus 2y equals 6. But it's a good example, nonetheless, for finding the x and y intercepts. For example, when we're using this, I'll write it here so that we have more space. We can plug in 0 for x.
To find the y-intercept.
Thanks for letting them know.
You're welcome.
And then we get that the y-intercept is 2. Then when we plug in 0 for y, I don't have much space here, but when we do it, you get that the x-intercept is 3. So that is 2 points. And as we deduced, you only need 2 points to graph an equation. Now we're going to be talking about converting to slope-intercept. You can't convert to point-slope because you cannot graph a point-slope equation. So when we convert, for example, this equation, we will subtract 2x from both sides. 3y equals negative 2x plus 6, and then divide by 3. That way, it is in the form, or let me first write this out, is in the form y equals mx plus b.
With m being negative 2 over 3, and b, the y-intercept, being 2.
And with slope-intercept, as we decided in the first video, which was the example that we gave at first, we graphed it, and all we needed was to find a point and use the y-intercept. Okay, so the only way to graph an equation in point-slope form would be to, in fact, convert it to slope-intercept form. So, we'll make an equation right now. Maybe y minus 5, or whoops.
Daniel.
Shut up. Y minus 5 equals 2 times y minus 1.
X minus 1.
Okay, so,
the wrong information.
Now, we already know that the slope is 2, but we need to know the y-intercept b. So, what we're going to do is the y-intercept, we know that the x-coordinate of the y-intercept of any function is 0. So, we'll do y minus 5 equals 2 times 0 minus 1. And when we solve that out, y minus 5 equals negative 2 plus 5 plus 5. And y equals 3. That means that the y-intercept is 3 and the slope is 2. So y equals 2x plus 3. That is the same equation as this. Or not the same, it's the same line as this. So, and as we deduced in converting to from standard to point slope, or no, slope intercept, you just have to graph this by finding another point and using the y-intercept. Now Now we're going to talk about converting from y-intercept to standard and slope-intercept. So we'll use, I don't know, 2x plus 1. That seems to be our favorite equation. So, what we first have to do is find another point, which will be relatively easy. Plug in maybe, I don't know, 3. 1. Y equals 7. So now we have a point, 3, 7. And we also know that the slope is 2, so we can just plug it into the equation. Y minus 7 equals 2 times x minus 3. Simple enough. And that should be it in this video. Like we said, it's a relatively lax video. And, I mean, also the topic was pretty short, so that's all. And next video will be, is it the
Alright, so
final
guys,
video?
Next video, we are going to be talking about
Parallel lines.
parallel and perpendicular lines, and we'll also be giving you guys some chapter questions.
Because that will be the last question. That will be the last video of the chapter.